Yeah, slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Chiefs 29, Jets 15. Sterling Hallrichter set to kick off.
Now following the touchdown, Hallrichter to kick off. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go, set. Pressure.
Ritter back to throw. He finds Wilson. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A gain of 25 more yards. That's another Jets first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter. That's complete, right around the 8. And the Jets are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll bring a tight end in motion. In motion left goes a tight end. They'll run with Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. David Montgomery with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Escape. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Play fake. Murray. this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Murray. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jerick McKinnon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Now Mevis for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Right, 97. Ready.
Going play action. Ritter. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And credit that sack to D'Angelo Malone.
But defensively, they're doing everything they can to protect this early lead after giving up a touchdown on their last drive.
On the set.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Take it to him. This is asleep. Make some plays out there,
Ready.
So
Ready.
2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Ritter from the gun. And this one too low. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Ritter. He's got his target. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense, just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a 1st down, but a big play as well.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Ritter trying to get them up to the line here in a hurry.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Back to throw, Ritter. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
We got this.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead, should they so choose. Murray now on first down. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing now is Murray. Flush to his right. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Kansas City.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second. Taking it right down Broadway. There he goes again. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big play there on the catch and run. 78 yards. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Murray now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Murray off play action. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Here's Murray. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. He is proving his worth defensively, getting the sack here. That comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Out now, Andrew Mevis for the field goal. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. Mevis knocks this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Let's go now. Watch out now. 50 shot.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
On second down, Montgomery. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for the Jets.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. On play action, here's Ritter. His throw incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And off comes to Montgomery. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. David Montgomery, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Jets are back within a score. Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here.
Black shot. Ready.
Ritter will throw for it. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Still just a 2-score game in the 3rd quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Play action. Now it's Murray. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And quickly, they get to the line. On play action, it's Murray. That is caught. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Elijah Moore, 52 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just... And it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Demarcus Robinson, 35 yards. And the Chiefs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game.
34. Sterling Hoff-Richter is set to kick off.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over first and 10.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he fits him, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's the Jets punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. On the return is Ward. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen. There he goes, left side. Now he's loose again. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Jarek McCammon, 87 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Sliding out of the pocket. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Ritter. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely.
On the ball.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Jets. Jackson Smith and Jigba. 28 yards. And the Jets get a bit closer. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown. Elijah Moore. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Jets on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
Sets up 1st down and goal at the 5-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the turnover, here's Murray. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Jerick McKinnon. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Set to kick off.
Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Jets take over 1st and 10. At their own
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
97. Ready.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he's got some space here. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 93 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Gonna look deep for Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own 2-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big 4th quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Green.
To throw, it's Murray. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Douglas. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
He finds Douglas complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Ritter to throw it.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
Extra point by Mevis is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
This one finds Wilson downfield.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Ready.
Going play action. Ritter.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here's Ritter.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
He finds McKinnon, complete. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
First down, Kansas City.
Back to throw it, Murray. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Well, big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they should.
I ain't tripping this.